welcome back. So today we're talking about my parts caster. Parts casters are a great way to get everything you might want out of a guitar without paying custom shop prices. This particular guitar started life as a Squier. It was a Squier John 5 Telecaster, one of the gold ones, obviously. I saw that guitar, and I'm particularly smitten rather, by double-bound Telecasters. Telecasters with binding on both the front and the back like that. I also love gold tops. So, gold top wouldn't usually be gold on the back like this, but I love this guitar. So I saw those, and I thought, man, that looks like it could be cool, but all that gold hardware is kind of gaudy. I don't think that as much now. I think these guitars look really cool stock, but I also like what I did here. What did I do here? So, we'll start at the headstock. We'll work our way to the body. So most notably, we got a new neck. This is a Warmoth modern construction neck. It's got the Allen adjustment for the truss rod at the side of the heel up here, which is kind of strange, but it works. Also got a compound radius fretboard. For those of you who don't know, a quick crash course. The fretboard on a guitar has a radius. If it's very flat, the radius might be kind of high in the 20s of inches. And if it's rounded, it might be a bit lower, as low as in the 7 to 9 range, 7 1/4 inches or something like that. This is compound, which means it starts at one radius and it ends at a different one. A smaller radius, more curved fretboard, is thought to be better for playing chords. So it's a smaller radius down here. It's about 10 or 12 down at the first fret. A flatter radius is thought to be better for soloing and things like that. So up here, it's about 16 inches for the radius once you get to the high point on the neck. This is a not baseball bat. This is a boat neck. That's the profile of it. It's the fattest neck that Warmoth makes, and I love it. It's cool. That mixed with the baked maple, it's a really unique feeling instrument. No finish on the neck at all. So it's been oiled many times, and from running my hand over it for years and years, this guitar has been, I think, 8 or 9 years ago it got put together. Moving on to the electronics, stock. This would have come with just uncovered dual black bobbin humbuckers, ceramic magnet in the bridge, Alnico 5 in the neck. We went a little bit different with this, a lot less metal. Seymour Duncan, both of them. We've got a Pearly Gates in the neck, and we've got a 59 custom hybrid in the bridge. So I think we all kind of understand what the Pearly Gates is at this point. It's kind of a PAF with a little bit more output. But the 59 Custom Hybrid isn't as popular. It is a hybrid of a Seymour Duncan 59, which is a PAF reproduction, meant to be somewhat accurate. Not as accurate as like a Seth Lover, but it's a hybrid of a 59 and a custom, Seymour Duncan Custom, which is a higher output pickup. If I remember correctly, somewhat along the lines of what Eddie Van Halen would have been using when he put together the Franken Strat. So it's, if I remember right, one bobbin of each kind of mismatched bobbins, which is cool. and it's a kind of a medium gain humbucker. Sounds really cool. You've got the three-way switch up here, which is the typical thing on this guitar. I really dig that for a couple of reasons. It's different for one, especially you see the Tele Deluxes that have the switch up here, but they've got a pickguard covering everything. You don't usually see the plate with the normal Tele pickguard having the switch up here. The wiring is a little bit funky on this guitar. We have 2 volumes and a tone, and we have coil splitting. So we have coil splitting on each individual pickup, just a push-pull knob, and we've got the order a little bit funky. So this is actually the tone knob, universal tone for both pickups. I have it here so that I can easily swell while I'm playing. Some people you'll see flip the typical Tele plate, so they have the tone up here closer to their picking hand. That was kind of what I had in mind. Makes it easier to swell the tone while you're playing guitar. Next thing I wanted to do a little bit easier was to turn the neck pickup all the way down. So I've got 2 volumes on this guitar, which means if I turn the neck pickup down, I can use this toggle as a kill switch, which is something I do from time to time. So I wanted to be able to turn that down really easily without having to think about it much. So the neck pickup volume is actually all the way over here on my right, your left. So I can just boom all the way down, boom all the way up. I don't have to think about, oh, if it's the middle one, yeah, I'm on the middle. Now it's right here, boom, boom. Which means we got the bridge right here. Self-explanatory. It's the volume for the bridge, push-pull for coil splitting. So this guitar's got some character. This has been as close to a main guitar as I've had for years, basically since it got put together. Got the black pickguard on here. It was a white pickguard when the guitar first got put together, but the black really makes it pop with the gold. Got some scars. There's some finish missing here. The neck kind of feels a little worn in. It's not relic by any means, but there's no finish on the neck. I've oiled it a number of times at this point. The frets have been plecked. I worked somewhere where we had a pleck machine, so I had the opportunity to set this up on a pleck, kind of see that process happen. I didn't realize until I plecked this and a few other guitars, the pleck machine will actually do the nut slots as well. It's a cool thing to see. Yeah, this guitar is everything a parts caster can be. I wanted 2 humbuckers. I wanted to be able to do the kill switch thing. I like gold tops. I like Telecasters. I like double bound Telecasters. How do I put all that together? I like fat necks. I like roasted maple. How do I put all this together? Parts caster. I want to be able to pick my pickups. Done. So that is my parts caster. What do you think? Do you have a parts caster yourself? Are you thinking about putting one together? You should. It's a great way to get every spec you might want on a guitar, especially this applies more towards a Fender style guitar with a bolt-on neck than it does something like a Les Paul. It's a little bit tougher to make a parts caster out of a Les Paul or an SG and Explorer than it is something like a Telecaster where it's so modular, which that was what Leo Fender wanted to do, and he succeeded. Maybe this guitar is Leo Fender's pipe dream. For those of you curious, you may have noticed everything I'm playing today has been in D standard. I keep this guitar tuned in D standard. 11 to 49 elixirs. Trying to think of anything else I can tell you about the guitar. I mentioned the string saver saddles. Next time you see this guitar, it might have a different bridge on it. I'm thinking about it. We might do it. It might get that Callahan 3-saddle bridge. But it might look ugly with that too. We're going to find out. Tell me about your parts caster. Is it cooler than mine? It might be. I doubt it. Thanks for coming back. See you next time.